Kia ora koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai. Hi everyone and welcome to today's webinar. I'm Greta, I'm the media lead at New Zealand Post and I'm really pleased to be here today. So today's webinar is going to focus on product innovation, highlighting new features and services for our same-day courier and what this means for our e-commerce customers. So with us today are Chris Wong, our General Manager of Business Marketing at New Zealand Post.
Hi, Greta.
Thanks for joining us. And Sian Rosenbrand, who's the Digital Director at New Zealand Muscle. Hi, Sian.
Thanks for having me.
So first, Chris is going to take us through the key trends that we've been monitoring related to express courier deliveries and what we've done to address these trends that we're seeing. And then Sian is going to share with us a little bit more about New Zealand Muscle's experience in offering something new to improve their customers' experience. And then just lastly, Chris will share some features that we have launching soon, which is really exciting. So you'll have noticed if you've joined us on our previous webinars that the setup is a little different this time. We're all here in the same room and we have changed the approach based on your feedback to make it shorter and sharper. We have a team behind the scenes who are going to be answering your questions in real time. So if you're joining us on your desktop, you can ask questions in the panel to the right of your video window. If you're on your phone, it will be on the screen just below. So behind the scenes today are Brendan Sheehan, our Head of Domestic Products, and Ashley Baxter, who's our Senior Product Manager, both from Post. So feel free to start asking questions from right now, and Brendan and Ashley will be behind the scenes responding to you. And then just finally, you'll be able to find recordings of all of our webinars on our website, and you can register for upcoming webinars there as well. Cool, so that's all the housekeeping. I'm just going to introduce you now properly to Sian from NZ Muscle. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and tell us more about NZ Muscle?
Sure, so I'm the Digital Director at NZ Muscle. It's a husband and wife team. My husband started NZ Muscle coming up 15 years ago, so We're having a big birthday this year.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
It's a huge milestone.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So we specialise in sports nutrition and health supplements, so primarily e-commerce retailer, yeah.
Cool, well thank you so much for being here with us today. It's great to have some real life experience in the room. So first question is for you, Chris. Can you tell me a little bit about the trends that we are seeing with consumer demand and how these guide our product development here at Post?
Yeah, sure thing, Greta. So we look at both global and local insights and also research that we do with consumers to inform our product roadmap. And we've got a number of themes that kind of inform where we choose to develop. You can see on the slide that there's a number of areas, but the three that I just want to call out today is we are seeing our customers increasingly operate 7 days a week, and they are wanting to get to their customers when their customers are home. So we believe there's a big opportunity around 7-day delivery and evening delivery services. We also know that consumers really value having choice around speed and service because there are times when people just need it now.
We've definitely found that if we have like customers that are in comp prep, they're on a diet, they're limiting their nutrition and they run out of their protein, they want it now. They need it now. They need it tomorrow. They need it that evening.
Especially if the competition's the next day. Or do they not eat before the next day?
Well, they just limit all their nutrition. So, and they've got very specific things that they can eat. So protein is kind of an essential part of that comp prep.
And you're able to deliver that on an
with
urgent
the Even
basis.
Express.
Amazing.
We can deliver it that evening.
Yeah, that's so great to hear. So a really good example. We also know that visibility is really important, obviously, with any sort of online shopping, and that tracking is almost becoming a hygiene requirement. But we also know that notifications help provide a much richer experience, especially sort of in the moment and in real time about when an item's been picked up and when it's being delivered. So those are three areas that we just want to cover off. And if we just dive a little bit deeper into a couple of them, we know that from global research, consumers, about 58% of them would prioritise purchasing from an e-commerce site that offered a same-day delivery service. So that's abroad. We've recently done some research here in New Zealand and have found that almost 40% of Kiwis would expect online stores to offer some form of same-day delivery services as well. So there's definitely an emerging desire for items to be delivered faster from the online stores. We also know that 69% of consumers say tracking is one of their top 3 reasons or considerations in buying online. But we also know from our own experience that if a parcel is sent with a notification, it's 40% more likely to be delivered first time. So I guess what we can see for retail is that having notifications in place is just a crucial thing to meet customer expectations. And having something like a same-day evening delivery service in place will help you set you apart from your competitors.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I mean, if you're having an outfit crisis and you need something that night, then I'm going to look for boutiques that can deliver that same day. And if they can notify me when it's on the way, then that provides me that reassurance as well. And it sounds like it's the same for your customers, Sian.
Yeah, definitely. I think if they have the option, I think just multiple shipping options is just a good thing in itself. And then if you have the option that they want, so if it's the dress crisis, it's getting it that evening, then they're more likely to check out with you and make that purchase.
So it really provides you that competitive edge.
Yeah.
And it sounds like your industry is quite competitive.
Yeah, it's very competitive. I mean, New Zealand is a small marketplace and we tend to have a lot of the same products. So price doesn't become so much of a competitive issue anymore. It is all those add-on benefits and that customer experience. So having a sort of quick delivery option is definitely high on that list. Yeah.
Okay, so we can see that this is an emerging trend, right? This is what people want. So what is NZ Post doing to address this?
So we've known about this desire for visibility and delivery options for a little while now, and that's why we've been working quite hard on our same-day evening delivery service, which we call Express Tonight. So Express Tonight is a solution which means consumers can order from retailers like NZ Muscle today and have it delivered tonight between 6 and 9 p.m. At the moment, we're operating the service Monday to Friday. It's available in Auckland, Hamilton, Wellington and Christchurch, and we'll look to expand into other regions as demand increases.
So is that if I order something in Auckland and I live in Auckland, it can arrive that night, or is that between those regions?
Yeah, we deliver Express Tonight within and between these major centres.
Okay, cool. That's fantastic. And then, so how does that work from a retailer's perspective? If they wanted to offer this product to their customers, and it sounds like they should be offering it, how do they get on board, and how do they get started with it?
Yeah, sure. So there's a few things that we need to do. The first thing that we found is to make it really prominent on your website that it's an option available.
And do you have that on your website? Do you make it clear that customers can receive it that night?
Yeah, we've got a couple of different placements for our shipping methods. Probably one of the key ones is when a customer is on a product page, we have a delivery tab so they can see straight there rather than navigating to somewhere else to see the delivery options. They can see them right there.
And then do you find that converts to more sales, having it clear in that way?
I definitely think it would. I think we could probably even raise the prominence more on our homepage and things like that. So we just had an Easter sale, and typically the people that want it now will come out of the woodworks. So that's something that we promoted up front. Choose a priority shipping option, choose an express option at checkout if you want it quickly.
If you want it then.
Yeah.
So retailers should have that advertised on their website. And what else, Chris, do they need to do to make sure that they maximise this opportunity?
So step one is to make it really clear it's available. Step two is that we work closely with our customers to make sure processes are in place so you can pick and pack in time for the collection cut-offs.
Yes.
So if you're sending something on Express Tonight within a local region, then it's by 3 p.m. If you're sending something between the major centres, then it's by 12 p.m.
Right, okay, cool.
The last thing that we would do is to work with our customers to make sure we get a good quality data, because good addressing is required for the solution to work. But otherwise, there's a few other criteria that we'll just make sure we work through to make sure the process is smooth and simple for both the customers and for their customers as well.
And if our customers watching today do want to find out more about how they can get on board, what should they do? What steps can they take?
They can contact us on the website or reach out to their account manager. They should be able to help.
Okay, wonderful. So, Sian, back over to you. I want to hear a little bit more about NZ Muscle. So it's your 15-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So can you tell me a little bit more about your experience in setting up an e-commerce platform and how that's gone for you?
Well, with this particular service, it's been quite straightforward. our website already integrated with eShip, which is the NZ Post system that we use to ship our parcels. So in terms of adding on the Express Tonight option, it was just uploading a spreadsheet and enabling some things in the back end. And most of the work was from our side, just enabling that option on the front end for customers to select. But really, in large, it was pretty straightforward. So our dispatch team, it's pretty straightforward for them. They don't have to do anything relatively different to what they're already doing. And we have different sort of print jobs for these express orders to print out.
So you don't have to do heaps of upskilling and training
No,
for your people. That's great.
Yeah, just a click of a button, really.
So that all sounds really quick and easy and simple. So when did you decide to start offering Express Tonight or same day delivery?
Well, I'm a bit of a prolific online shopper.
Yeah.
I do probably about 90% of my shopping online. I've got
Cool.
2 young kids, so it's just, for me, it's just far easier to shop online. There's more variety, and then I'd far prefer to get it delivered to my door than have to take my 2 kids out to a shop. So I first noticed that Mighty Ape had an express shipping option through NZ Post.
And you thought, I want that too.
Yeah, I sort of talked to my husband. I was like, how can we get this? And at that stage, that was probably maybe 2 years ago, so it wasn't on the table back then. And then I think our account manager had known that we were interested in some kind of express delivery option. And then the opportunity came up, and we're not too far from Mighty Ape, so it's quite easy for the Pace drivers to just come down and collect our parcels and take them to the depot. So we had it in place last September, so we've had it for about 6 months now.
Cool. And what has the feedback from your customers been? Have people stoked with this
I
offering?
mean, it's a bit of a funny thing with feedback, because people only tend to say something if they've got something to complain about.
Yeah.
But sort of looking overall, we have a lot of good feedback about quick delivery. So
That's what we like to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
So that sounds like it's all been really fantastic for NZ Muscle. It sounds like it's been a good experience.
Yes.
What are the key benefits that you've seen for you and your business?
I mean, I think with e-commerce and shopping online, for customers to give them multiple options is definitely a positive thing. We see it with payment methods, offering multiple payment methods.
Choice and flexibility.
Yeah, definitely. Customers are more likely to continue with the purchase and check out with you. So we've definitely found having multiple options for shipping as well is a key benefit. And then for those people that do need it now, they've got that option. So rather than them waiting for the standard delivery and public holidays and things like that, they know that they can select that option and it is going to get delivered that evening, and it's kind of a peace of mind for them.
And then what does that mean for you? I mean, so those are great customer experiences, but has that meant that your business has grown and that you've, seen expansion?
I mean, it's definitely a competitive advantage having an express shipping option and having more shipping options as well. So definitely definitely a competitive edge, yeah.
So one of the things that I've been wondering while I've been listening to you talk about your wonderful online store is, how has COVID impacted that? Have you seen more people come online versus your sort of more bricks and mortar retail stores?
Yeah, I've been really interested as well, because we conduct some research into online shopping in New Zealand, and we believe that there's quite long-standing behaviour change following COVID. Have you experienced something similar?
Yeah, we've definitely seen a change in the people's buying habits. I think traditionally with our retail stores, we have 3 retail stores, and they accounted for about 30% of our revenue, and then 70% online. And we've definitely seen it probably jump now to about 80-20. So
Wow.
Definitely an increase there in online shoppers and older age groups as well. So getting up
that's
into your
interesting.
60 sort of bracket for sports nutrition and supplements.
I think that's a trend we've been seeing across the board, isn't it, Chris? That older demographics have been embracing online shopping.
Yeah, it's one of the fastest growing demographics that we saw, and they continue to shop, which is great to see.
Yeah, definitely. And then each kind of lockdown we've had where it's been announced, we'll see sort of express tonight orders double that evening.
Yeah, wow.
People will just need that that item now, and they're going to be stuck at home for a few days, so they just select that express option. Yeah, so it's been really good.
So, Chris, you said earlier that customers are giving more and more consideration to tracking. So, can you tell me about what New Zealand Post is doing to improve that tracking experience for customers?
Yeah, sure. So, I guess in addition to our main tracking services, we also offer customers parcel notifications, which is us sending an email or an SMS to customers when we pick up the parcel all the way through to when it's delivered. Mm-hmm. Now, up until now, that's been available on our overnight courier service, but we're looking to extend those notifications now to our express delivery services, including Pace. So in addition to that, to the Pace notifications that we're about to launch, we'll also be including a link to a GPS tracking, so you can watch your delivery on a map as it's coming towards you as well.
Wonderful.
So something we feel is really important, especially when you have an urgent delivery or something that's being delivered same day.
And when will that be available?
So we're rolling this feature out in Hamilton right now. It's actually just completed a successful pilot, and we'll be rolling it to other regions by the middle of this year.
Cool.
The other thing which we're really excited about is making that GPS tracking feature available to our express to night services as well. So more customers will be able to track and see on a map when their deliveries are about to arrive.
So you'll be able to order something to arrive that night, and you'll be able to watch it as it comes.
Yeah, that's right. It'll include
That's so cool, isn't
it'll
it?
include an ETA. So when the item is expected to be delivered, and when you're next in queue, you'll be able to track it on a map to see how far away the driver is.
Wow. Do you think you'll be making use of that?
Yeah, I mean, anything to improve the customer experience and self-service is a good thing. So,
Yeah, it sounds
definitely.
fantastic. As a consumer, I'm looking forward to it very much.
Yeah, we're really excited by it.
Thanks so much, Chris, for sharing those insights with us. It sounds like there's some really exciting things coming from New Zealand Post.
Yeah, we're really excited to see it out in the wild.
Cool. Sian, just before we wrap up, is there anything that you'd like to add? Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been wonderful to have you.
Yeah, we really appreciate having the opportunity to come and talk about NZ Muscle. It's something that we're very proud of, my husband Dion and I. So yeah, just pleased to have this opportunity to come and talk a bit more about what we do and the Express Tonight option. So people have still got a couple of hours. You can order online now and you'll get it delivered tonight.
Kia ora.
Awesome.
Thanks everyone for joining us for today's webinar. It's been fantastic to have you along. We do really want to make sure these webinars are useful for you and they're meeting your needs. So if you have the time to please fill out the short survey that's just in the feedback section below this video window, that would be really appreciated. We will be sending a recording of the webinar out to you early next week, and then you can always watch all of our webinars on our website. We have another webinar scheduled coming up soon. It's going to focus on sustainable packaging. Now, we've done some research which actually has some quite surprising results about sustainable packaging that we're really excited to share with you. So thanks again for joining us. Thanks Chris and Sian. It's been wonderful to have you here today. Mā te wā. See you next time.